how to tune our guitar. It's not very difficult, especially I bet if you're new, you're thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to tune a guitar? That's impossible. We need to bring it to the shop and have the professionals do it. There's two ways. One's really easy. One's probably more for advanced, but that's how they used to do it back in the old days. But the first thing we need to do is we need to understand the notes of the strings. Okay. This is the low E, low. Sometimes you think low and you go, oh, the low string over here. But it's low because it's low sounding. This is low E. Second is the A. Then we got, for the third, we got the G for the fourth. Fifth, we got the B. And finally, we have the high E. High not because it's high on the strings, but high because it has a high tone. Okay, so you think, how am I going to remember all of those notes? That's impossible. I quit now. Don't quit now. It's really easy. I actually use this till this day. There's an acronym that people use, and it's called EDDY, E8, A, Dynamite, D, Good, G, By, B, Eddie. Eddie 8 Dynamite, Good by Eddie. Trust me, you'll be able to remember it with that, and it won't take you very long. And so then we have the understanding now of what the notes of each strings are going to be. There's a great little device that you can pick up. It's called a tuner. What it is, it doesn't actually hear the note. You put it on your guitar and it feels a vibration. It's kind of cool. And what you'll do, because we've discussed, this is an E. There's an E. Hopefully this is in tune. Does an A. Does a D. G. B. E. So then what you'll do, if it was out of tune, you take it and you slowly move the peg up until it hits the E. And then you just do each string like that, because every string has a tuning peg and it just left and right. And then you'll be able to go to each string and tune them right up. And it's really easy. Don't get discouraged. This is the easiest part. You'll probably think it's fun at the beginning, and then it just becomes a necessary evil later on. Get one of these tuners, and then you don't have to bring it to somebody, go tune my guitar. How tuning used to be an issue back in the day of Jimi Hendrix. If you guys don't know who Jimi Hendrix is, he's one of the best guitarists that ever was around. He used to bend the heck out of his strings with his whammy bar, and which would throw the guitar out of tune. He played a song, I think the Beatles came out with, I forget the song, Sgt. Pepper's. The Beatles came out with Sgt. Pepper's, and he, within like 3 days, covered it live. That's how awesome he was, just by ear. But he whammied his guitar out of tune, and he was like, oh my gosh. And his whole guitar's out of tune. So he was looking for Eric Clapton, who was in the audience, and Eric Clapton had an ear. He'd been playing for a long time. He knew what was going on. And Eric, come tune my guitar for me. I'm in trouble. That tuning the guitar was a big deal back then. Now, real easy. So don't let this frighten you at all. Have a good one. We'll have another lesson in a little bit. Bye.